Before humanity learned how to travel far into space, it believed isolation was something temporary, a moment of phase, something to be endured and left behind. Space proved otherwise. The first explorers carried more than technology into orbit. They carried memories, fears, and the unspoken weight of leaving everything familiar behind. When Earth slowly disappeared beneath them, shrinking into a fragile sphere of light, something irreversible began. Silence. Not the silence of empty rooms or quiet nights, but a silence so vast it seemed to press against the mind itself. In space, sound does not travel. There are no echoes, no wind, no distant life, only the steady rhythm of breathing and the quiet hum of machines standing between existence and nothingness. Time behaves differently there. Minutes stretch, hours lose meaning, days blur together. Without sunrise or sunset, the human mind must redefine its sense of order. Astronauts learn to measure time not by clocks, but by routine, discipline, and memory. Each task becomes an anchor to sanity, each conversation a reminder that someone, somewhere, is still listening. Distance transforms communication. A message sent from orbit reaches Earth in moments. From the moon it takes longer, from Mars it takes minutes, and beyond that, hours, then days. Eventually, the conversation becomes one-sided. You speak without knowing when or if a response will return. This delay forces a new kind of patience, a new understanding of solitude. Humanity has always feared being alone. On Earth, solitude is optional. In space, it is absolute. There is no crowd to disappear into, no place to run. Every emotion echoes internally, magnified by confinement and consequence. Astronauts report that the mind becomes louder in space. Thoughts deepen, regrets surface, memories replay. The universe does not distract, it reflects. And yet, within this isolation, something unexpected emerges. Clarity. Stripped of noise, humanity begins to see itself without distortion. Priorities shift. Conflicts lose their urgency. Life, once rushed and crowded, becomes fragile and precious. Even the smallest details of voice, a photograph, a familiar melody gain immeasurable value. Space teaches restraints. Every movement matters. Every decision carries weight. Waste becomes unacceptable. Cooperation becomes survival. Individualism fades, replaced by interdependence. In the void, humanity learns that progress is not achieved alone. As missions grow longer, explorers face a reality never before encountered, the possibility of never returning. Future journeys may take decades. Some may span generations. Children may be born far from Earth, beneath skies that never knew blue. For them, Earth will not be a home but a story, a distant origin. What does it mean to belong when home is a memory transmitted through data and words? What does identity become when gravity itself is different? Humanity will not simply travel into space, it will change because of it. Biology will adapt, culture will diverge, language may shift. Time itself will feel altered, yet beneath all transformation, something constant will remain, the need for meaning. The universe offers no comfort, no guidance, no assurance. It does not care if humanity survives or fades into silence. And it is precisely this indifference that forces growth. In space, humanity must create its own purpose, not through conquest, not through dominance, but through understanding. Each mission becomes more than exploration. It becomes a test of values. How do we treat each other when survival depends on cooperation? How do we protect environments untouched by history? How do we carry responsibility across life? The farther humanity travels, the clearer one truth becomes. Space does not make us feel powerful. It makes us feel accountable. From a distance, Earth is not impressive in size. It is small, vulnerable, easily lost among countless stars. And yet, it holds every story, every life, every dream humanity has ever known. That realization changes everything. Astronauts call it transformation. Philosophers call it perspective. Humanity will come to recognize it as necessity, because the future will demand it. As humanity stands on the edge of deeper space toward Mars, toward the outer worlds, toward destinations not yet named, it carries more than ambition. It carries the responsibility of awareness, the awareness that survival is fragile, that unity is essential, that isolation can teach connection. The universe will remain silent, vast, unchanged, but humanity will not. It will continue forward not because it was invited, but because curiosity refuses to be contained, because questions demand pursuit, because meaning is found not in answers, but in the courage to seek them. And somewhere, far from Earth, a human will pause in the darkness. They will look back toward a faint point of light, the place where everything began. In that moment, surrounded by infinite silence, humanity will understand what space was truly teaching all along. Not how far we can go, but who we become when we are finally alone.